Okay, now this video is going to be a little bit different. This is what's going on today. Let's just go right into the footage.
So something caught my eye today, and very rarely am I going to make my way to the canned vegetable section of a grocery store. I usually get my vegetables fresh, but this actually brought me back because this is something I grew up on. My grandma would make this for me, and it was a can. And she would take it out of the can and just put some fresh squeezed lemon, a lot of it. She loved making sour things, which is why I love making sour things now. I love acidity. But that's beyond the point. This hits all the marks of my childhood. And my buddy Benji, he texted me, and he's like, you have to go check this out. It really hit a chord with me, and that is this. Popeye's spinach. There's no other brand on it other than the word Popeye. So I guess the brand is Popeye. The actual cartoon, they sell their own spinach, I guess. So yeah, it just brought me back, and I thought I should just come check it out and maybe show you guys how I would do it up. So I'm gonna take this can, and I'm gonna maybe do it up a little bit and dress it up a bit and see how I would make an adult version, not just squeeze a lemon on there. There's even a recipe on here now, I see it, creamed spinach. That's interesting right there, creamed spinach. I'm not gonna make that, but I'll make something with this. So here's what I would do. Well, I guess what I am gonna do. Starting off with a shallot. This is gonna be a bread pudding. I thought it'd be nice to do something like comforting, just because I do remember my grandma making the spinach for me from the can, and I remember it being just very comforting. So I want to do something extra comforting, and that's bread pudding. I love bread pudding. It's one of my favorites. So I don't know if you guys have ever had a spinach dip, or like a artichoke dip. I guess like that's the standard. So I was thinking of the spinach artichoke dip, right? It's delicious, but it's just a little too creamy. I want something that's a little more robust, a little more bold. I want some nice San Marzano tomatoes in it. Now, I've had a tomato spinach soup somewhere in the past, and it was always super comforting for me. So I want to kind of recreate that with this. Now, I'm kind of going like for a simple sauce here, basically. It's just gonna be shallots in the pan, sort of like I would go about making a pizza sauce. I also love to add some spice into my pizza sauces, and whenever I do, it's gotta be red pepper flake. That's my go-to for the spice. So good. Tossing in some thyme for some herbaceousness. Now, I don't have red wine vinegar, but I do have this crushed blueberry vinegar that I'm gonna toss in. This is gonna add like a really good brightness, and it has a sweetness, sort of like an in-between of like balsamic and red wine vinegar. This is gonna be pretty nice. So I'm just reducing this all the way down. That's called au sec, when you reduce it to like nothing. And what that's doing is that's gonna concentrate the whole flavor from that. I'm just gonna get all this red pepper flake off. It's gonna concentrate the flavor. San Marzanos can now go in. Now, I don't know if you see that, but these are whole tomatoes, and I want some chunk in this. That's why I chose whole tomatoes. So I'm just gonna sort of like cut into it with my wood spat and break them up. I don't want to blend this because I want some good chunk. I want some whole tomatoes, some not. I just want like some rusticness, some comfort going on here. Okay, now for the childhood favorite, the Popeye spinach. It looks fine. That's just going all in. Okay, now while that's working, I've got something over here, which pretty much inspired it, and that is some stale bread. This is perfect for what I'm about to do. Now I can go ahead and like shave the bread, but I want to keep the crust and all, just because it's going to absorb all that liquid. This is going to be perfect for what I'm doing right now, bread pudding.
You might notice I'm not using a bread knife. For stale bread, I prefer using just like a regular thick chef's knife. It works so much better for me. It just cuts right through, really. Look, check it out, just cuts right through. Easy. Now, bread pudding was something that I had a lot of while working in restaurants. I still remember one of my old chefs. His name is Eric Anderson. If you're watching this, Eric, thank you for making me bread pudding for family meal. Anyways, I always enjoyed the bread pudding for family meal. It was one of my all-time favorites. Just something like so comforting and savory and warm, and it was also really easy to just sit down and eat during service. It's also very easy to make, to be honest. The bread pretty much sets everything up. It's got all that starch. But if you want to add a little more custardiness to it, you could go ahead and add some milk and an egg. Now, I don't think I need the egg for this, but I still might do it anyways just because I want the extra protein and sustenance. You know, I don't think some aged white cheddar would hurt either. I don't really remember watching Eric make this bread pudding, but I do remember having some sort of cheese in there. And also, I don't know if this is taking it too far from the simple like spinach with lemon that my grandma would make me, but it is what it is, you know. It's canned spinach, and I'm not about just eating it straight up with lemon anymore. I guess maybe because I'm grown up, but I want something with more sustenance, and this is gonna be that. Oh, dude, this smells so good already. Honestly, could probably just eat this straight up with a spoon right now. Just like, check that out. Cheesy, like savory. Lots of flavors going on in here. Very simple. I'm using leftovers. I'm using canned items. Like, a bread pudding is great because you can just make it your own with random stuff in your fridge as long as it tastes good together, you know what I mean? Oh man. Remember what I've said before, these are called money savers. Saves your money. See, that's a whole 2 bites right there. Just like to give it a little massage so it has like some crevices and stuff going on. That's nice. You can just top it with some more of that aged cheddar. Just it's like all nice and melty on the top. Honestly, screw it. I'm just gonna shave it, make it a little nicer. Why not? Get some more surface area. You know, cheddar has MSG. I don't know how much, but that's why it tastes so good. MSG is just the best. And she can go in the oven. I have it in for 20 minutes at 395. I just burned my finger a bit. 395. I'm just gonna let it go till like it kind of comes together. Can't talk today. And then the top is getting like a nice crusty crust going on. And there it is after just 20 minutes. Look at that beautiful crust. Stunning. I just put it in the oven on broil so I can get the bread like really char crispy and like some nice crust on the cheese. So that's what I'm doing. I have a lot of plates for this very reason. I try to figure out what looks better on camera. Even when plating in restaurants, you know, figure out what looks nicer. What do you guys think? I feel like the tone matches this, very homey. But then I like the difference between like the blue and the reds going on here. This might be the move actually. See, the beauty with this is you just let it cool off a bit. This is probably still too hot, but you can kind of serve it however you want. If you let it cool off longer, You could cut some beautiful little squares of it. Beautiful. See, it might not be like super pretty, but oh, is it comforting. Super comforting. Let's finish her off with some fresh torn basil, maybe some olive oil, and some balsamic. Beautiful. That looks like a comforting dish. Bread pudding, spinach. Oh yeah. Tastes like pizza.